to like the whole essence of THRIViesta, which I think you guys already have a sense of it at this point, which is coming together in authentic connection, but for the sake of something bigger than just getting together for a party. Right? This is really about having a space where you can let yourself be seen as your authentic self. I think there are so many spaces in the world where we have to perform, we have to put on a show, where we don't have connection even facilitated. So people have asked me, well, how'd you get this idea for THRIViesta? And so let me take you back to February 26th this year. So that's 4 months and 2 days ago. And I was just coming off of having gone to an event, like a conference, that had communicated the intention of bringing Tribe together. And when I got there was no connection actually facilitated. It was all sitting theater style, watching a speaker speak at you, and I made a couple connections, but in a room of 500 to 700 people, I thought there would be more. And so I left feeling a little bit disheartened and frustrated. And so it was on the flight home that Monday morning, about 30,000 feet in the air, that I got the download for THRIViesta. What would it be like to create a space where people are coming together and connections actually facilitated, right? So that you can play with each other and experience yourselves in authenticity and experience other people in their authentic selves. And what kind of connections can be made? I'm someone who believes in soul connections. So I think that we have a human part of ourselves, we have a soul part of ourselves, and I think sometimes the human part gets lost in what's happening in the external world. And the soul on the inside actually knows what's up. And so we want to find our matches, we want to find our people, and our souls know how to recognize that. So have you had that before? Right? Like where you met somebody and there was just kind of like that instant click? Or you met them and like the conversation was just like easy and natural. It just really flowed. That's what I call a soul resonance. And when you meet your matches, you know. And you also know when you meet the people who aren't your matches, right? Like it's a little prickly, you have a little that connection that's a little like you, right? And here's the thing, they're not bad, they're supposed to be there. Those are actually the ones to appreciate most because they help you clarify who are the ones who are yours. So I had that experience in bringing THRIViesta into the world because I came home from that trip and started talking to people about putting this event together. And I wanted to do it in June. And I kept being met with, this year? You can't do that. And similar kinds of comments that left me feeling very flat and very discouraged. And I had to remind myself, all that means is just that those aren't my matches. And I want to find my matches, my soul matches, who will partner with me in this. So somewhere around mid-March, I was at the gym on a Monday afternoon. And it was a little bit chilly out, so I thought for my warm-up, I'll just go in the sauna. Don't judge. And so I'm in there listening to my headphones, and this bouncy blonde comes like bopping in, and she sits herself opposite me. And she's fixing on her phone, and she's like kicking her feet around like a little girl on a swing set. And I was just so drawn to her, like magnetically. And so I took my earbuds out and I looked at her and I said, hey, how's your week going? And she kind of like looked around, she's like, are you talking to me? And I'm like, well, there's no one else in here. I'm just thinking that, right? And I was like, yeah. She's, oh. And then she just started talking and talking. The conversation was so fluid, so easy, so natural that we ended up exchanging phone numbers. And a week later, she's sitting opposite me again, having coffee at a Dunn Brothers.
Yeah.
And we had this conversation, I'm kind of feeling into the energy, and we're just about to leave, and I said, hang on, I have one more thing. She said, oh, okay. And I said, so I'm planning this event called THRIViesta. And she says, oh, I love event planning. And that is the brief version of the story of how I met Miss Anna of THRIViesta. Now, had I not known how to recognize my non-matches, I could have very easily listened to the people who said, you can't do that. If I had not known there's someone, and probably even a group of people, who will be in resonance and harmony in this with me. Because when you have a big idea, something you want to bring into the world, and especially when it's for something bigger than yourself, there's a team waiting for you. There are other souls out there in their human lives who want to partner with you. It's already there. All you gotta do is tune in. Feel into your own heart, right? Feel into the alignment of the truth of who you are. When you do that, you will match up with the truth of who the other person is. That's the authentic connection. Then you can easily find your matches. When you find your matches, you create really freaking awesome stuff in the world. So, but it's really hard to do that, you guys, if you're not being your authentic selves. Right? So I really hope that your experience tonight has been connecting with a deeper sense of your own authenticity within yourself. And maybe you've had an experience of revealing that in a new way to another person. When we're witnessed by other people, it actually fuels us and empowers us to bring our authenticity forward more. And when you do that, when you're what I call in alignment with the truth of who you are, it feels good. And everything flows easily and effortlessly from there. I'm going to tell you, putting this evening together, while there were ebbs and flows, it was virtually effortless.
Wow.
Really.
Yeah.
And it's been magical, and it's just been such a delight. And I can't tell you how thrilling it is for me to share it with all of you. So thank you so much for being willing to come out and play. Thank you for being the early adopters who said yes to the inaugural THRIViesta event. And so I hope that you've connected with some new people here. If you haven't, talk to some new people. We still have some time, right? And find the ones who you're drawn to. Find the ones who you have a soul resonance with. There's a little recognition there, right? Exchange phone numbers, make a coffee date. Make friends, more than just on Facebook, right? That was my distinct intention with creating this space. So I hope that you'll receive that gift for yourself as you leave here tonight. And beyond that, I really hope that you'll let your authentic selves come forth ever more from this day forward. I hope you go home a little bit different than you arrived today. And I hope that you really allow yourselves to fully let us see you and let us find you by letting your authentic light